morning, everyone. Good morning. We have some seats up front. If anybody would like to take a seat, we're getting ready to begin on this beautiful McAllen day, this Friday, to celebrate a wonderful project that celebrates the best and brightest of our community, and of course the City of McAllen, and what we can do when we think about the environment and all that we can do. My name is Xochitl Mora. I'm the Director of Communications for the City of McAllen, and I will be your MC for today's revitalization unveiling project for the beautification of Vine Avenue and Ware Road. So before we begin, I would like to recognize some of our special guests, including the Honorable Omar Quintanilla, Commissioner, District 3. The Honorable Victor Sebi Haddad, Commissioner, District 5. From our City Manager's office, we have, of course, the City Manager, Mr. Roy Rodriguez. Assistant City Manager, Ms. Michelle Rivera. And Assistant City Manager, Mr. Joe Vera. Directors here joining us this morning include our City Secretary, Perla Lara. From the world-famous McAllen Public Library, Kate Horan. And from our Retail and Business Development Department, Ms. Rebecca Olaguibel. From the Parks and Recreation Department, Mike Hernandez and all of the great staff there who put this project together and maintain all of our parks, facilities, parks, community centers, and everything else we've got going in our community. We also have some community members here with us today, including from our Parks and Recreation Advisory Board, Troy Gearhart. And all of our McAllen Chamber of Commerce ambassadors, thank you for joining us here this morning as well for this wonderful ceremony. And most importantly, to all of the residents of this neighborhood who are going to really enjoy this project on a daily basis. So thank you all for taking time out of your day to be here with us this morning. To talk about this project and why it was so important for him, such a passion project for him, I'd like to bring up the Honorable Omar Quintanilla, Commissioner, District 3.
Good morning, everyone. I want to thank everybody for coming. It is really a great day in the City of McAllen. The weather is beautiful, and it couldn't have been a better day here to celebrate the beautification of Vine and Ware Road. We're really excited. I think this project turned out even better than what we had thought. Back a couple of years ago, this project came about as a result of really a subdivision meeting we had with the folks that live here, and after the meeting, it was suggested that we improve this property that's owned by the city, and it's a very unique piece of property. It's long and it's owned by the city, and if you think back of what was here before, desolate, it looked like a piece of property that hadn't been taken care of in a long time. And so I want to thank first the Mayor and City Commission for agreeing to take on this project and to allocate the resources for it and to make it look like what we have today, and also our city manager who took on this project as well. Our city staff, including our Parks and Recreation Department, Mike and Mr. Vera, who put this vision on paper and who made it look like what we have today. It's really, it looks like a golf course. I should have brought my golf clubs out here, and we could have hit some balls out of here, but it looks very, very nice. And we hope that what starts here will continue. Really, what starts in District 3 will change McAllen, right? We really do hope that this project will continue and that it helps to beautify other areas, not only in District 3, but throughout McAllen, so that we can all really take ownership of the property that we live around and make it look as nice as we possibly can. Ware Road is a major north-south thoroughfare, and so we want people that not only live in McAllen, but that work here and that drive through here to be proud of this area, to look and say, wow, that's a really nice area there. And so we're very excited. We really liked what has turned out here, and I'm really proud of this project that the city was able to do for you guys. And so with that, I'll give it back to Xochitl. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Commissioner, for your vision for this area. And this was certainly a joint project with not only the Parks and Recreation Department, but our Engineering and Public Works Department. So we've got great departments that do so many wonderful things for our community. And to talk a little bit more about what the City of McAllen does for the city, I'd like to bring up our City Manager, Mr. Roy Rodriguez.
Morning. Man, we know how to pick days. It's just amazing out here. It's just beautiful. You know, I've got a few things to say, but I want to start really with echoing what Commissioner Quintanilla just said. You know, this is an opportunity for us to look around and do what we can to beautify our city. You know, quality of life in McAllen is real, and it's something that the City Commission is focused on. If you look at our budget, you know, quality of life is second only to public safety when it comes to dollars that we spend here in the City of McAllen. So that ought to tell something, you know, to the community and to the region that we care about the quality of life here. And quality of life is also your environment. You know, you got to feel good about where you live, especially, you know, the people that live here immediately next to us. Yeah, I call this one of our problem children. This is how it started. As Omar said, you know, I'm really proud of the commission and how much they're engaged in our community. That's what town hall meetings are about, is that they come out here, they hear our citizens, and then we take action. We can't fix everything, but this is a great example of the things that we can do. And we should be very, very proud of this project. It's not that big a project, and yet it's going to have a great impact on the quality of life here. So I want to thank you, Commissioner, for leading this. I can't stress enough how important it is for us to continue to do these kinds of projects. I'm especially proud of the fact that we did this ourselves. You know, Mike will tell you that I'm always pulling back. I know how much work they've got going on throughout the city, and not only parks, public works, they want to do it all. I'm like, let's bid these projects, guys. You know, I need you doing some other things. But they just tell me, no, we've got the time, we've got the talent, and this is what we do. You know, this is what they do with our own staff. So I really applaud you, Mike, and all of your staff here. This only showcases the true talent and commitment to excellence that all of you have. This place will be a sanctuary for our citizens that live here and that visit here, and it should show that improving and maintaining our quality of life is a big priority for us. So congratulations to our citizens for urging us to make this improvement. I'm real happy today and really proud to be part of this team. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Mr. Rodriguez, for your leadership. So now to talk a little bit more about some of the unique features of this project, including the fact that there's a lot of native vegetation that's been planted, and it will also serve as a sanctuary for our monarch butterflies as they make their migration through McAllen. So that's something that's going to really be something beautiful for this neighborhood to see. So to talk about all the work that was done and the vision that was created, I'd like to bring up Mike Hernandez, the Director for Parks and Recreation.
Good morning. As Xochitl said, and obviously Commissioner Roy, this is a beautiful project. Obviously, we're celebrating on a beautiful day. We're blessed. I think as a city, as a community, we're blessed with great leadership, great staff, and great residents. I know that it takes somebody to initiate, to be the champion for a project, and if it starts with the residents, it's accepted and followed by elected officials, by city staff. Obviously, it's something that the entire community will enjoy. This particular project here there's a total of, well, actually over 1,200 plants that were planted. Obviously, we have a lot of people are looking at the grass, and some of the first questions I got, well, is it artificial? It's not artificial. It's a winter grass that we have a combination. We have Bermuda that will grow, I would say, come April when the weather starts warming up, and we have this particular grass here. It's beautiful. We see a lot of students walking back and forth to school and back home. It's a beautiful way to start your day. It's a beautiful way to end your day if you have something this beautiful. So we're excited. Thank you. Thank you. So a project like this, like Roy said, and it is true, we come up with something, we say, hey, you know, we can take this task on. He says, you guys are, you know, he said, you guys are crazy, you do too much. And I said, well, I think we're blessed with a staff that says, yes, we can do it. Then we team up with engineering, and I'd like to ask our staff, Public Works staff members, could you please come over? Park staff members, could you please come this way as well? Miss Elvira, Mario, Robert. So we think everything is easy. We say, oh, sure, we can do it. We meet with engineering, and of course, they make sure that we do everything right. We talked to our city engineer, Ms. Yvette, and says, well, Mike, no, we have to do things a certain way. She communicated with Elvira Alonso, our Public Works Director, and before we knew it, we had a huge team out here turning the dirt, amending the soil, making sure everything worked well as far as drainage, and keeping, if you see how much traffic we have on the street, making sure that the residents and everybody else was safe. So I thank you very much for all your hard work. This is a beautiful project. There's many more to come. And I encourage you, whatever you see here and you see in any of our yards, mimic in your backyards and mimic at the entrances of other neighborhoods. We want McAllen, as Mr. Roy, our city manager, said, quality of life is key in McAllen, and it all starts, obviously, it starts at a home, it leads to an entrance to your home, which is a community such as this one. We want the entire city to look this way, and we can't do it ourselves. We need your help. So we thank you for being here. I know we have a tree planting, and we will ask Xochitl will give us the final remarks, but thank you and have a great day. What are you doing tomorrow, buddy?
Our team. Stories that count from people who care.